This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report, the playoffs are here and we have the highlights. We'll have the Open Division battle with Clayton Valley and De La Salle, the rematch as Leland seeks revenge against Willow Glen, and Acalanes battles Bishop O'Dowd.
NorCal volleyball action features Monte Vista and St. Ignatius, Oak Ridge and Palo Alto, and the story of the Pioneer football player and his support for his ailing brother. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight with CCS playoff action as the Valley Christian Warriors come into the CCS Open 2 division as the 4th seed, finishing 2nd in the West Catholic League this season.
Yeah, and the Warriors opening up on the road against the Oak Grove Eagles. The 5th-seeded Eagles walked away with the Mount Hamilton division title with a 6-1 league record. This game featuring two very good running backs with the Warriors' Charlie Bostic and the Eagles' Eric Dominguez. The D2 Open played on Friday night. These guys a little too fired up to see Valley Christian take on Oak Grove. First drive of the game handed to Connor Edgar, who barrels his way in. Extra point missed, 6-0 Valley. Oak Grove looking to come back, but the Valley D was tough all night. R.J. Stone and his friends for the sack. Second quarter, here comes Charlie Bostic. A nice block by Edgar, and Bostic shows off his blazing speed, 53 yards. 14-0 Valley. Still second quarter, Juan Turner play action pass deep over the middle to Alton Julian, and A.J. hauls it in. Another VC touchdown, 21-0. Third quarter, and the Warriors keep on coming. It's Thomas Dunham far side and in, 27-0 Valley Christian. Final play of the third quarter now, it's Dunham again fighting for a Warrior first down. Dunham with a nice game for the Warriors. Fourth quarter, and Dunham takes it in, and the Warriors were on their way. One more time, it's Dunham again late, and Valley Christian wins it. The Warriors advancing to the semifinals, Bostic and Isaiah McIlvain leading the way.
Menlo getting pumped to host Jefferson in the D5 first round. Jefferson starts out with the ball, but look out for the Menlo defense as Dylan Grady cuts in front of the pass and brings it all the way to the 20, the 10. Touchdown Menlo, Grady with the pick 6 to start the game. Second quarter, the Knights in the red zone. QB Emilio Simbak throws a beautiful pass, and there for the catch in the end zone is David Schmeyer. Menlo on top, 14-0. The Knights spending a lot of time on offense. Simbak handing it to Jake Schiff. He muscles through the middle for a nice game and good field position. Menlo looking to extend their lead. Simbak throws a lob, but playing great defense is the Grizzlies' Marquez Castellano. 3 minutes left in the first half. It's first and goal for the Knights. Simbak juggles the ball and recovers and connects with Grady. He pushes into the end zone for a 21-point lead at the half. Menlo not done yet. Simbak gives it to Schiff. He makes a break for the end zone and squeezes in for his second TD. Menlo grabs a 35-0 lead. Jefferson not going down without a fight. QB Joaquin Alvarez throws it to Aaron Cruz. It's a halfback pass. Making the catch is Henry Tom. That will lead to a TD, but time runs out. Menlo wins at 35-8, advancing to the second round.
D3 girls volleyball action now in the NorCals with Los Gatos and Miramana. You know things are going right when this one falls. It's an ace for the sophomore Lizzie Armstrong. More cats in the first. Sydney Peterson to freshman setter Adrina Ting to Alex Anthony, and the senior puts it away. Miramani fighting back. Lauren Lim digs to Tate Lovano. Deep to Julia Martin, who tools it off the block for the match point. But the Cats take the first. Strong at the net is Anthony. 25-15, the Cats take the first. Second set, Martin digs to Lovano deep outside to Megan Holman, who crushes it off the block, and she was happy about that. But the Cats keep rolling. Isabel Isaac to Ting and back to Isaac, and that one's not coming back. Los Gatos takes the second as Anthony passes to Ting, who dumps it over. Ting, a very impressive freshman. Third set now as Ting sets Ella Wider. She's a sophomore, and Ella gets the kill right there. Late third, and Los Gatos wraps it up as Anthony goes to Ting to Isaac, and the Los Gatos Wildcats advance to the second round of NorCals with the sweep. Anthony and Isaac leading the way for the victorious Los Gatos Wildcats. Each week, the Rikers Center presents the Players of the Week award.
The announcement made in a rap produced by the hip hop department at the Rikers Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Players of the week, hey, yeah. Yeah, this is the place where everybody shakes. You better be scared of the Sarah Padres. Champions led by the boss name. Chris Park is dark whenever he plays. Lights out, get the white out some replays. 140 yards going hard each game. 2 touchdowns so they stay undefeated. Best believe they slay. Pause, enough of that noise. How about that boy named Mackie McElroy? Ready to enjoy, yo, winning on the land. 212 yards, 3 touchdowns, damn. All a part of the plan, even if they can't go with the flow, man. In the end, shake hands, break dance, do this beautiful music. Mackie time, it's not time to lose it. Hey, boom. These are your players of the week. Yeah, these are your players of the week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
There are 2 types of cartilage tears in the knee. Let's clarify the difference. The meniscus is a fibrocartilage, a soft, rubbery shock absorber in a half-moon shape on both the inside and outside of your knee. The articular cartilage is the hyaline cartilage and is the smooth, almost frictionless cartilage that caps the bone at the end of your femur and tibia. If you tear your meniscus, it might flip out of place and limit your motion, or you might feel pain with a deep squat and twist. Meniscus tears can be repaired depending on the location of the tear and healing potential. Articular cartilage, on the other hand, has limited ability to heal, and injury can often lead to loose bodies floating in the knee or defects of the articular cartilage which might need to be fixed with either small holes to stimulate healing, also called microfracture, or cartilage transplant and stem cell procedures.
The Foster Farms Bowl is coming up December 27th here at Levi Stadium. Teams from the Pac-12 and Big Ten will be featured. Here's your chance to go to the game. The first person to answer this trivia question on Twitter will receive 4 free tickets to the game. The question is, what former De La Salle tight end had a touchdown in the past Super Bowl?
The answer to last week's question is Michael Peters, the head coach of McClymonds, is the father of the Chiefs defensive back Marcus Peters.
Coming up, the Block Construction CCS Blockbuster game with the NCS playoff battle between Liberty and Heritage.
And a CCS playoff game as Independence meets Santa Clara next.
At Stanford Healthcare, we can now repair complex aortic aneurysms without invasive surgery. If we can do that, imagine what we can do for varicose veins. And if we can precisely treat eye cancer with minimal damage to the rest of the eye, imagine what we can do for glaucoma, even cataracts. If we can use DNA to diagnose the rarest of diseases, imagine what we can do for the conditions that affect us all. Imagine what we can do for you.
As the college football season concludes in the Bay, the action heats up. The Foster Farms Bowl kicks off the final college football game in the Bay Area. Be there as the Pac-12 squares off against the Big Ten at Levi Stadium. Get your tickets at fosterfarmsbowl.com to be a part of the Bay Area's bowl.
The Rikers Center is well known as an elite athletic training facility, but you might not be aware of all the ways the center touches the lives of our community. In addition to athletic fitness, nature awareness, and creative arts, the Rikers Center offers a diverse community service program allowing students to gain leadership and life skills, learning the responsibilities of a real work environment, from working with young children to helping veterans with archery. The community service program will teach students the demands of a professional environment while fulfilling their high school's community service requirements. We are back at Levi Stadium with our Block Construction Blockbuster game. This one is a rematch between the Bay Valley League rivals Liberty and Heritage. The two teams met in a league game earlier this season, with Liberty winning that one by just 3 points.
The second round Division I game is a chance for Heritage to avenge that loss and advance to a semifinal game. It's our NCS Block Construction Blockbuster game. Our Austin Maneely was there.
Blockbuster game. Yeah.
The Heritage Patriots coming to this playoff game looking to upset the top seed Liberty Lions. Now, these two league rivals met up back in September of the regular season, and I'm telling you, this game went down to the wire. Heritage trailed 17-14 and was inches away from victory, but the Lions stopped the Patriots at the goal line in the final seconds to win it. So will the Patriots get their revenge against the Lions, or will Liberty keep their season alive and move on to the next round? Let's find out in tonight's NCS Block Construction Blockbuster game. The Liberty Lions coming out pumped and ready for battle against the Patriots. We fast forward to the second quarter where the scoring came alive. Jay Butterfield steps back and finds his man Zane Hinojosa, who makes the incredible sliding catch. A few plays later, the Lions would march downfield, and again, it's Butterfield stepping back and making the incredible catch inbounds of Sione Vaki to give the Lions a first touchdown of the game. Now with a minute left in this half, it's Vaki taking this handoff on the sweep. He'll find a hole and take this one in for his second TD of the game and now lead 14-0 at the half. Moving ahead into the 6-minute mark of the third, Luke Lang hands this off to Aiden Quinn, and this is one of the reasons why he leads the section in yards. He'll take this one down inside the 30. A few plays later, let's hand it off to Quinn again. He'll take this one in, and they will convert for 2, but trail 14-8. Very next possession for the Lions, Butterfield going deep to Hinojosa. He'll dive toward the end zone, but is just short of the goal line. The Lions would then tack on 6 more with John Fio running this up the middle for the 21-8 lead. But the Lions were really dominating on defense. Devon Willis steps in front of the pass to make the diving pick, and it's first down Liberty Lions. Very next play, in the final moments of the third, Butterfield looks to the end zone and leaping over the defender is Zane Hinojosa. Incredible. And the Liberty Lions take this one and move on to the next round of the NCS playoffs. Vaki talks to us after the game.
You know, we just came out, we came out with our boys all hype, we knew what to do, we knew what time it was. It was just grind time, we hit the weights, we hit practice, and we was always focused, that's what we do. It feels great, it feels great to be out with my boys. Let's go! We moving on.
In Brentwood for the NCS Blockbuster game, I'm Austin Manili, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
CCS D4 action. This is Santa Clara hosting the Independent 76ers, and it was a good one. The Bruins on the board first. Chris Brown hands it to Eric Ketton, who runs it into the house. PAT missed. 76ers now with possession. Quarterback Alex Vasquez runs it up the middle. That leads to a Jason Lamb rushing TD. The 76ers take a 7-6 lead. The Bruins punch back. Brown fakes the handoff, takes it himself, diving into the end zone. 12-7 Bruins at the half. Third quarter, Shubham Bandri now in at quarterback, hands it to Ketton. He breaks free and turns on the Jets. Touchdown Bruins. It's 18-7 Santa Clara. Santa Clara gets a field goal to make it 21-7, but the Sixers begin their comeback. Vasquez connects with Isaiah Gonzalez for a big first down right there. A terrific catch. Next, it's Lamb running it in for his second TD of the night. Indy down by just 7. With 1 minute left to play in the game, the Sixers send this one into overtime as Vasquez finds Gonzalez, who brings it home, and we're tied at 21-all. Indy gets the ball first in OT. Lamb with a nice TD run up the middle. Santa Clara answers back. Ketton at quarterback muscling into the end zone. PAT missed. We're not done yet. Santa Clara with the ball in the second OT. Ketton once again diving in for his fourth score of the night. 33-27 Bruins. Sixers looking to force another OT, but John Ramirez and Dante Candler get the sack as Santa Clara gets a thrilling victory. The Bruins will play the winner of Leland Willow Glen in the second round. Highlights from that game in just a bit. Serino Group and the 49ers bring us the Coach of the Week award each week. This week's Coach of the Week is Serra Padre head coach Patrick Walsh. Coach Walsh and the Padres picked up a huge win to end the regular season as outright champs in the West Catholic League.
The Padres were a perfect 7-0 in league play. Patrick Walsh is this week's 49ers Serino Group Coach of the Week.
Coming up, it's the rematch as Leland looks for revenge against Willow Glen.
And the Pioneer water polo player supporting his brother in his time of need. Our Spirit of Achievement feature is next. But first, here's a sports tip from one of the sports featured at the Silver Creek Sportsplex.
Hi, I'm Coach Gio, and today we're going to be talking about two-footed dribbling. You can dribble the ball with the inside of your foot, the outside of your foot, or your laces. When you're dribbling the ball, it's important to keep your head down for a few seconds and your head back up so you can keep control of the ball and know where you're going. When you're dribbling the ball, keep the ball close and push it with your laces.
Head over to the Silver Creek Sportsplex in South San Jose for the excitement and fun of day camps for kids ages 7 to 12. Enjoy our state-of-the-art air-conditioned facility where your superstar will receive the best training in a variety of sports in the morning. They'll experience flag football and soccer on the Bay Area's best indoor fields. They'll learn roller hockey, baseball, softball, basketball, and badminton. Afternoons are filled with a variety of fun activities. Sign up now for summer camps. Build skills, make friends, and have fun. For almost 50 years, Block Construction has been enhancing the Greater Bay Area and Central Coast, transforming the Northern California landscape, building corporate offices, schools, health and wellness centers, research labs, historic and non-profit buildings, using innovative and sustainable techniques, delivering safety and quality, creating trusting lifelong partnerships. Block Construction, building futures since 1970. In 2006, a small group of dedicated, experienced real estate top producers broke from the tradition of large-scale real estate mega companies. Our goal was to form an upscale boutique agency with an unprecedented knowledge of the local market and community. We are the best and the brightest top producing agents in Silicon Valley, agreeing to collaborate to leverage our talents and ensure the success of every opportunity for our clients. And we give back with $500,000 a year, annually going out to 24 different organizations. Sereno Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer, longtime real estate broker, and I'm teamed up with Keith Andry, my favorite son-in-law. Many of you remember Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband. We both support high school sports.
Hi, John Failer out of Saratoga and Santa Clara. I am very proud to support Northern California Bay Area high school sports.
We are the Ugly Eagle cheerleaders.
And you are watching
The 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Back at Levi Stadium and the NBC Sports Studio with the Leland Chargers looking to avenge their only league loss this season. Back on October 27th, the Chargers lost to Willow Glen by 6 points.
The loss forced the Leland Chargers to accept a share of the league title with a 9-1 regular season record. The two teams meeting in the CCS Division IV opening round Friday night.
The Leland cheerleaders, fresh off their regional championship, supporting their Chargers. Final play of the first quarter, Carson Yates deep to the end zone for his big brother Cannon, who makes a spectacular catch off the deflection, and Leland has a 7-0 lead. Willow Glen looking to come back, but the Leland D comes up big as the ball is stripped by Cannon Yates and recovered by Garrett Swanson, one of Garrett's 3 fumble recoveries in the game. The Rams on the move again. Lorenzo Gales firing deep for Connell Ryans, and he makes a sparkling catch off the deflection, but the Rams did not score. Third quarter, and the Rams hand it to Waking Bailey, and that's always a good idea. Waking breaking free and racing 80 yards for the Rams touchdown, and we're tied at 7-all. The Chargers come back, and again it's the sophomore Carson Yates tossing to his brother Cannon, and a big gain here, setting up a Justin Coons field goal, and the Chargers take a 10-7 lead. Just under 3 minutes left in the game. The Chargers looking to put it away, but Jacob Soria with a leaping interception, and Jacob is going to run a while before he is finally tackled. A huge turn of events right there in favor of the Rams. It all comes down to this. 30 seconds left, 4th and 6 for the Rams on the Leland 13. A do-or-die pass is knocked away by Swanson, and the Leland Chargers hang on to win it 10-7 and advance to the second round of the Division IV bracket to face Santa Clara next week. Sacred Heart Cathedral feeling right at home as they host Camp Lindo Wednesday night. The Fighting Irish coming out on fire in set 1. Megan Len to Alden Stanley to Skylar Kennedy, who just crushes this one. SHC still on the attack. Stephanie Lee finding Stanley, and she sets up Len for the monster kill as the Fighting Irish take the first. Sacred Heart Cathedral keeps the momentum going in the second. Ashley Chan with the bump, Stanley the set, and Nora Thompson with the finish. Campo still fighting back. Sarah Carrasco over to Audrey Pack, who connects with Cameron Blakely for the big-time spike. But the Irish take set 2. Alyssa Lee digs it to Stanley, and she bumps to Kennedy, who smashes it to the wood. SHC wins it 25-20. On to set 3 now, and it's a marathon. Lee with the pass to Stanley, and she sets up Len, who blasts it through. Camp Lindo not letting up without a fight. Morgan Coolbaugh over to Pack, and she finds Sophia Newman for the point. But just too much Irish in this one as the ball is popped up for Thompson, who puts it away as Sacred Heart Cathedral wins it in 3 sets to advance to the next round of the NorCal Division I playoffs. Kennedy and Len with the big games for the Fighting Irish. Each week we bring you stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Robert, when a family member is told they have cancer, the entire family's world is turned upside down. 3 years into his younger brother Devin's battle with cancer, Ryan Brock has made it his duty to maintain a normal life for Devin. For Ryan Brock, sports are a getaway. In the pool, it's all about competition and the connection with his teammates. The only thing connecting Ryan to his reality, this gold ribbon, symbolizing his younger brother Devin's fight with cancer.
Playing with my teammates and laughing with them and focusing on the game takes me out of my family situation. It just, puts me in the game.
On October 20th, 2014, Devin was diagnosed with sarcoma, cancer in the bones and connective tissues. Just a year earlier, his aunt died from the same disease.
So it wasn't like a new feeling, but the only really feeling was like, how could this happen to my family? It hurt for a little bit, but it was mainly just like, all right, well, let's get through this.
You just kind of hit the ground running when your child's told they have cancer. There's no preparation. It's literally, we're moving forward. You have a surgery, and then you hope it works.
Growing up, the two brothers bonded over sports, but now their time together is spent a little differently.
Instead of playing outside, we're just playing on the computer and like helping him with, whatever that is he needs help with.
Whenever I'm sad, Ryan will generally try and cheer me up or something.
Every 3 weeks for the past 7 months, Devin flies to Tennessee to get treatment from St. Jude's Hospital. Over 2,000 miles apart, Ryan uses computer games as a way to stay connected to his younger brother.
One of the biggest things that Ryan does for Devin is he's just there emotionally for him. When you're a younger kid anyway with cancer, it can be kind of isolating. He's not going to school, he can't play sports anymore. So I think Ryan tries to normalize that as much as possible for him.
Ryan, trying to normalize a life for his brother while trying to do that exact thing for himself.
In his senior year and everything going on and trying to move on, I see him trying to balance his life and spend time with his brother, but also try and have time with his girlfriend or going out.
Water polo, SATs, college applications, Ryan says he does get caught up in the hustle and bustle that is senior year.
Sometimes I do when I start to lose sight, because it's been 3 years, it's when is this gonna end? And then I try and put myself in his shoes, but I really can't imagine that. I don't even like being touched by a needle. The first thing that comes to my mind is a little needle, and he takes a lot of those, and I don't like to think about that, so I can't imagine it.
He's had upfront close realization that, okay, bad things happen, and then it's just how you handle it that can make a difference.
I more just understand what matters most in my life. Little things can suck sometimes, but I normally just let them go past and sort of just focus on my family and Devin.
Understanding what matters most, Ryan will swim on in his life, never forgetting to pause for air when his family, and especially his little brother Devin, need him the most. Devin is at the end of his treatment. The family will know in December if it worked. And as for Ryan, he's hoping to attend UC Santa Cruz in the fall. We just wish the best of luck to the Brock family.
Yeah, and going to Santa Cruz, he can stay close by, still help out his brother, and of course getting great support from his mom as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right, thanks Aubrey. One Hit Away brings us concussion prevention tips every week.
Here's Jill C.D. Baca with this week's tip.
Adequate water intake is essential after concussion. Water delivers important nutrients, generates energy, and reduces inflammation by flushing toxins out of your brain. This is crucial due to the concussed state. A rule of thumb is to drink half your body weight in ounces per day. For example, if you're 200 pounds, drink 100 ounces per day. It's always important to spread your water consumption throughout the day, as the brain does not have the ability to store water. One Hit Away understands your brain can change your game.
Coming up, it's a South County Chrysler Game of the Week as Harker hosts Piedmont.
And the girls from Palo Alto meeting Oak Ridge in NorCal Volleyball next.
We've got vehicles up to 35% off the MSRP at South County Chrysler. We are the #1 volume Pacifica hybrids dealer in the whole state. Looking for the best price and selection? We've got over 900 vehicles available. Go green and save green. It's Black Friday right now. We're spinning wheels and making all the deals at South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, and Gilroy. Drive a little, save a lot.
The San Francisco 49ers are committed to helping kids live a healthy, active lifestyle. You're plenty fast enough. You're plenty fast. Exchange, exchange. Good. Go, 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 go.
Check out 49ers.com/YF to see how you can get involved.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By the Silver Creek Sportsplex, the Bay Area's premier sports and fitness destination. The Rikers Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer.
This season, South County Chrysler Jeep Ram Dodge brings us the Game of the Week. You vote online, and the game with the most votes gets to be Game of the Week. That means a reporter on scene, team interviews, tickets to the Foster Farms Bowl, and Game of the Week t-shirts.
That's right. This week's South County Chrysler Game of the Week is the NCS playoff game between Harker and Piedmont. The Eagles from Harker are having a great season with a perfect 10-0 record and looking to advance. In the South County Chrysler Game of the Week, Aubrey was there.
The Harker three-man band has got this postseason game covered. The Eagles receiving opening kickoff. Anthony Contreras is deep. He gets it at the 2-yard line, and by the time this run is done, he's going to be at the Highlanders' 25-yard line, a 73-yard return for Contreras. 2 minutes later, we're still in the same drive. QB Nate Kelly with a quick pass to Floyd Gordon. He's at the 20, and he's going to fight for this one. The Eagles go up 7-0. 4 minutes until the half, and Harker now has a 14-0 lead. Gordon is 15 yards out. He looks like he's going to go down at the 5, but no! He shovels it to Aaron Smith, and that's a touchdown. Play of the week potential for sure, 21-0. But in the second half, Piedmont comes out with a vengeance. Quarterback Jacob Prager to Will Kalmbach, and he stretches into the end zone. Looks like he broke the plane, but the ref says no. No worries, though. The Highlanders would score on the next play. 24-6 the score. 5 minutes later, Prager again to Kalmbach. Watch this, a defender knocks the ball out of Kalmbach's hands. He catches it between his legs, and the ball never hits the ground. But 4th and goal for the Highlanders, and the Harker defense comes up with the stop. Final quarter, it's the Harker offense with the reverse. Kelly gives it to Contreras, and he's going to run up the near sideline. A 50-yard run that leads to the Eagles' 5th touchdown of the night. They take the 37-6 lead. 2 minutes left on the clock. The Highlanders trying to get upfield, but Harker's Jared Anderson is there with the interception. The Harker doing some spectacular work all night long. Piedmont would score on the last play of the game, but the Eagles stamp their ticket to the Division IV semifinals. They're 11-0 on the season, and their miraculous run gets extended by one more game. They are the Harker Eagles. Tonight, it's our game MVP, Nate Kelly. Nate, you've been throwing the ball for this team since your freshman year, but what is it about this team that has made it so successful?
Just the effort that this team, every single guy on this team puts in every single day. We come to practice ready to go to work, and we have an amazing coaching staff to lead us into this, and we have great captains, great leaders. Every single guy on this team is a leader, whether they have the C on their jersey or not, and we just come here and put the effort, put in the work, and it's showing.
Now, James, the offense puts the points on the board, but this defense had 6 shutouts this season. It couldn't have happened without them, right?
Yeah.
What has been the key to this defense?
The key to the defense is most of the offseason, we prepared ourselves like more than any other team. And coming into the season, we prided our defense the most out of every team. And to not allow any points like scored on the board really prepared us for the next week. So, yeah.
Floyd, this was your 11th win. The 12th win takes you to the championship, and the 13th win takes the trophy back with you. What is it going to take to get that trophy?
Like James said, all season we've been talking about, executing details, and that's what we've been focused on. And our motto is business here, and we eating, right? We eating, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be eating. We eating, baby. We eating.
13, the Eagles' lucky number. Good luck in the semi, guys. Guys, take us out.
The Palo Alto Vikings gathering around to strategize before their match against visiting Oak Ridge. We start off with Viking action. Mallory Coupe bumps to Tanley Sue to Amelia Gibbs for the monster kill. the Vikings take an early 3-2 lead. Oak Ridge goes Grace Wegman to Jordan Sawyer to Emily Gillingham tooling it off the block, but Pally takes the first. Chelsea Fan to Sue to Isabella Marcus, and Bella slams it down. Vikings win at 27-25 next set. The Trojans take this one. Madison Shields gets the ball to Madison Hurst, who finds Gillingham for the kill. One set apiece now. Emily Fagundes passes to Hurst, who finds Gillingham again. Another kill. To the fourth we go. The Vikings still fighting. Susanna Lim with the dig, and Kylie Mize sets to Denise Ringwald, who knocks it down. Oak Ridge battles back. Shields digs it, and Wegman is there to set it up for none other than Gillingham, who nails it, and the Trojans were down 6. But the Vikings get a huge block from Trisha Rasdin, and we go to a fifth and final set. Lim demise to Fan, who smashes it to the hardwood, but it's all Oak Ridge from there. Gillingham with the bump this time to Wegman, who sets it up for Tate Blaine, and she puts it away. 15-10 Trojans. Oak Ridge advances to the second round with Gillingham and Wegman leading the way. Once again this season, Lexus of Stevens Creek is honoring athletes who do great volunteer work in their community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Tanya Matthew from the Los Altos field hockey team. Not only is Tanya a star student athlete, but she also participates in numerous volunteer programs that focus on helping children in need. Tanya tutors at local elementary schools, volunteers at El Camino Hospital Mother-Baby Unit, and bakes cakes for local foster kids through Cakes for Kids. Tanya explains why it's so important to help out her community.
I really enjoy working with kids, so that's why I do it and why I like it. And I think it's definitely important to give back to the community, especially to kids, because they're the future and they're the ones who are going to take our places one day. And it's important to show them support and help them out and make sure they're receiving the guidance they need.
Coming up, NCS Open Division action as Clayton Valley tries to topple mighty De La Salle.
And the Kennedy Eagles take their second seed against Hercules as 49ers Cal High Sports Report rolls along. Back at Levi Stadium in the NBC Sports Studio with a look at the NCS Open Division. 4 teams in this bracket, so we start with the semifinals. The winner goes to the title game.
Clayton Valley is the 4th seed. The Eagles tied De La Salle in 2004, and we're looking to do even better this year. The top-seeded Spartans are great again this season, hosting Clayton Valley Friday night.
The Clayton Valley Ugly Eagles huddling up before they take the field against the De La Salle Spartans. Within 20 seconds of the first quarter, quarterback Eric Storty hands it off to Kyrie Robinson, who takes it all the way home for a 75-yard touchdown run. Spartans up by 7. And they're going to continue that momentum. Storty handing it off to Shamir Garrett. The O-line gives him some room, and he shakes off a couple Ugly Eagles for a 72-yard touchdown run, 14-0 Spartans. This time it's Andrew Jones as QB faking the handoff and throwing a long one to Jack Powers, who's there for the catch and the TD after a field goal by Jackson Walsh. It's 24-0 at the half. Third quarter now, Lawrence Spartans here. Storty to Robinson, who runs it down the middle. Touchdown Spartans, they go up by 30. Then again, it's Storty handing it off to Garrett. He fights his way into the end zone. Another TD, 37-0. Into the fourth, freshman quarterback Dorian Hale tosses it to Jacob Huckleberry, who finds an open lane to the house, 45-0 Spartans. Just minutes left and the Ugly Eagles fly onto the board. Kenny Gardner Jr. hands it off to Kyrie Williams. Look at him go, dashing to the end zone for an outstanding 80-yard touchdown run. But the Spartans take the game 45-7 and move on to the NCS Open Championship game.
The Kennedy Eagles won this matchup earlier in the season, but by just 7 points. The Eagles up by 7 here in the first as Micah Barnes sneaks it in, but this game would be tight all the way. Felix Reyes throwing into the end zone for Nevada Reno-bound wideout Amani Johnson, and we're tied at 7-all. Second quarter now, and it's Barnes again going far side for the score to tie it at 14-all. Hercules retakes the lead here as Reyes fires over the middle, and there to make the grab is Chris Miles. 21 yards, and the Titans retake the lead just before the half, 22-14. The Titans looking for more, but the ball is tipped and then picked off by Darian Ellison, and Darian is going to take it in. The pick six makes it 22-20 Hercules. The Eagles go for 2. It's Larry Washington Jr. stretching in, and we're tied at 22-all. Larry Washington Jr. with a great game for the Eagles. It's Washington Jr. again with the pick right here. One of 2 interceptions in the game for Larry, and the Eagles are in business one more time. Game still tied at 22-all. Barnes takes it in, and Kennedy leads it 29-22 with just over 2 minutes to play in the game. But Hercules drives down the field, and look at the catch here by Amani Johnson, taking a huge hit and hanging on. The ball down just inside the 1-yard line. Then on 4th down, the fade to Johnson. He grabs it over the defender. Another fine catch. That was clutch, and we go to overtime. After a Hercules score, it's 3rd down for Kennedy, and the ball is picked off by Arthur Corbin, and the Titans celebrate a 35-29 overtime win. The Titans will go on to face Harker in the semifinals next week, but for now, they celebrate a huge overtime victory.
Synergy Environmental Solutions celebrate players who go all out for their team, just like Synergy goes all out for its customers.
Doing the dirty work this week is McClymonds Special Teams. The punt is deflected by Samaj Sims and then picked up by Peter Diaz, and he's going to take it all the way to Mac House. Special Teams for Mac, doing the dirty work, just like Synergy Environmental Solutions. Remember, you can buy the entire game from the games we showed tonight on either DVD or we'll send it to you digitally. It makes a great holiday present. Go to CalHighSportsBayArea.com and order right now.
And be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and Instagram. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. We'll let you know when new videos are ready to watch.
South County Chrysler Jeep Ram Dodge cares about our Bay Area young people.
So each week they'll present a driving tip to help our teens drive more safely. Here's this week's tip.
Hi, I'm Logan Thomas from Leland High School, here with this week's South County Chrysler driving tip. Drinking and driving is a big problem with teens. A recent survey showed 25% of teens involved in fatal crashes have been drinking. With all the ride-sharing services and with your friends, there are lots of ways to keep from drinking and driving.
Coming up, our second block construction blockbuster game. It's NorCal Volleyball with Monta Vista battling St. Ignatius.
And more CCS playoff action with Bellarmine taking on Milpitas next.
The Rikers Center has long been a staple of the Bay Area sports community, offering flexible and adaptable training programs for all ages. Among their most advanced programs is Cornerstone, a training course that combines a group-style training session with one-on-one supervision to optimize the training of its most elite athletes. Beginning each session with a group-based training workout, Cornerstone offers the best of both worlds. Fluid dynamic sessions followed by routine, all the while being assisted by the center's certified coaches.
Hi, I'm Tom McGraw, and I have the privilege of serving as CEO of First National Bank of Northern California. It's also been a privilege to grow up and make my home in the beautiful Bay Area and play high school sports just like many of you. We're proud to support local businesses and homeowners, as well as the hardworking youth and student athletes in the Bay Area. Come in and meet us and see how community banking really makes a difference in building stronger neighborhoods. Come into a branch and say hi.
First National Bank,
the family bank. Black Friday has begun. We've got vehicles up to 35% off the MSRP at South County Chrysler. We are the #1 volume Pacifica hybrids dealer in the whole state. Looking for the best price and selection? We've got over 900 vehicles available. Go green and save green. It's Black Friday right now. We're spinning wheels and making all the deals at South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep Ram, Fiat, and Gilroy. Drive a little, save a lot.
Two of the very best volleyball teams in the Bay Area meeting in the first round of the NorCal Volleyball Playoffs.
This Open Division game features the NCS Division I champs, Monta Vista, taking on the CCS Open Division runner-ups, St. Ignatius. The match played on the Wildcats' home court Thursday night. It's our block construction blockbuster game. Our Chiara Biagini was there.
Blockbuster game. Yeah.
Big matchup tonight for the first round of the Open Division NorCals as the 4th-seeded St. Ignatius Wildcats host the 5th-seeded Monta Vista Mustangs. The Mustangs are 4-year defending champs of the East Bay League and NCS Division I. A big reason for their success is senior outside hitter Nikki Kavat, who had 22 kills in the NCS D1 title game, and she's averaging just over 4 kills per set. St. Ignatius with a very strong squad this year. The Cats feature standout junior Elizabeth Fleming. The 6'2" captain is an outside and middle hitter, having tremendous power behind her swing. It's the Wildcats and the Mustangs fighting to keep their seasons alive in our block construction blockbuster game. First one was back and forth. The Cats go Rose Holscher to Sierra Tyson to Delaney Peronich, and she crushes it for the kill. SI ahead by 3. It's match point. The Mustangs try to stay in it, but coming in for the big-time block is Megan Lucy. The Cats take set 1, 25-21. Monte Vista with an early lead in the second. Maddie Daly gives it to Hannah Okuhara. She dumps it over the net, and she's pumped. SI works their way back in it. Hope Hagen to Sky Duvall Santos to Peronich, who slams it off the block. It's 24-23 Mustangs. But MV comes right back and takes the second set as Nikki Kavat digs, Okuhara sets, and Amanda Thornton kills. We're split 1 set all. The third set was a nail-biter. MV grabs a quick lead. Hannah Choi passes to Okuhara, who sets Kavat for the monster kill. The Mustangs lead by 10, but the Wildcats crawl their way back in it. Here's Holscher to Tyson, to Elizabeth Fleming, and she finds Hardwood. It's match point for the Wildcats. Megan Lewis with a nasty serve. That one isn't coming back. SI with a 29-27 come from behind win for set 3. To the fourth we go. The Mustangs on the attack, but putting up a wall is Fleming. She gets the block and gives the Cats a 5-point lead. SI steps on the gas. Here's Holscher to Janaea Ignacio, Soy to Fleming, and she rips it home. SI wins it in 4, advancing them to the second round where they will face Mitty. Fleming with a few words after the game.
The key to tonight's win was definitely the energy. Whether we were on the bench or on the court, everybody was going crazy, and it was just such a positive vibe. Everybody on this team is just such a hard worker. Like, literally everybody has put so much work into this team, and it's just like really inspiring to see everybody just hustling all the time. We're just gonna go out swinging and play as hard as we can, and just leave it all out in the court.
In the city with our blockbuster game, I'm Kiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Milpitas City Mayor Rich Tran catching some Friday night action as the Trojans host Bellarmine. Milpitas already rolling in the first. Quarterback Tyree Bracey finds Tuni Fowley Tau Fafita up the middle, and he moves the chains. That sets it up for Tyree, who plunges in a few plays later to give Milpitas a 7-0 lead. The Trojans get the ball back in the first. Tyree Bracey steps up and connects with Fafita again. 22 yards to the house. 14-0 Milpitas after 1. The Trojans were looking for some more in the second, but Brandon Blumenlog picks off the pass and wins the fight for the ball to keep the Bells in the game at halftime. Third quarter now, and Tyree takes it himself again for his second rushing touchdown of the night. Milpitas just firing on all cylinders at this point. Give it to Tariq Bracey, and Mr. Explosive busts up the middle for a huge gain. That's a 33-yard run. Then on the very next play, Tariq caps off the drive with a touchdown to extend the Trojan lead to 28. Things are looking good for the Trojans. Now Bellarmine looking to mount a comeback, but the pass is picked off by Noah Rodriguez as the Trojans beat the Bellarmine Bells to advance to the Open D1 semis, where they will meet Menlo Atherton next week. The Bracey twins getting it done in the 35-7 victory. The Harker School honors athletes who perform well in the classroom every week. This week's Scholar Athlete is Roger Brockett. Roger is a star on the Sacred Heart Prep water polo team and carries a very impressive 4.1 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates staffers on the Winged Post, the student newspaper named 2016-17 Crown finalists for news publications. Helm, Harker's literary magazine, was a Crown finalist, with students earning 7 Gold Circle Awards for newspaper articles. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Once again this season, Adobe brings us advice on how to use their software to make great highlight reels and team videos.
Here's this week's Adobe tip.
There are 2 ways to slow down video in Premiere Pro. The easy, quick way is to right-click on the clip, go to Speed Duration, and put the percentage of the speed you desire. If you want the action to slow down during the play, right-click on the FX box and hit Time Remapping while holding down the Control key on the point where you want the slow-mo to begin. Then drag the handles apart to determine how long the transition from full speed to slow-mo will last. This gives you a smooth transition that looks great. Just another way the Adobe Creative Suite makes it easy to make your highlight reel or team video better than all the rest. Coming up, NCS Division III playoff action with Acalanes taking on Bishop O'Dowd.
And Westmont meets Aragon in the CCS playoffs. You're watching the top high school sports show in the nation, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Drive a little, save a lot. By Club Sport at the Sportsplex. Live healthy. And by the Sereno Group. Here for good.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pizzine in Palo Alto, and I'm a proud supporter of Bay Area high school sports.
Hi, my name's Ed Graziani from Los Altos. I'm proud to support high school athletics on the 49er
Cal High Sports Report.
Back at Levi Stadium with action from the NCS Division III bracket, and this is a good one. The Acalanes Dons featuring outstanding quarterback Robbie Rowell. The Dons putting up 63 points in their first round game.
But the Dragons from Bishop O'Dowd have a tough defense featuring Oregon-bound senior defensive back Javon Holland, who is crazy talented. The Dragons and Dons meeting Saturday afternoon. It's Bishop O'Dowd and Acalanes in the NCS Division II quarters. 3 minutes in, it's Dons QB Robbie Rowell with a bullet up the middle to Aiden McNamara. He goes 33 yards after the catch to the end zone for the 7-0 lead. But the Dragons would go up by 9 with a TD and a safety. Then it's Quinn Brennan handing it off to Christopher Lucas for the 20-yard gain, leading to a touchdown, 16-7 Dragons. The Dragons defense doing work. Ben Ross is going to take down the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. Next quarter, same score. Brennan finds Austin Jones up the middle. He hits him right in the chest to get the offense on the Don side of the field. A few plays later, it's Brennan scrambling around in the backfield. He's looking for an open man, and he waits just long enough for Javon Holland to get free. Very free. He's wide open, 22-7 BOD. On the next drive, Brennan completes a pass to Sterling Stokes, and that's good for 6 more. Fourth quarter, the score now 36-14. The Dons getting some momentum their way. Rowell to Chris Rogers for the 50-yard pass. That sets up this TD pass. Same guys, Rowell to Rogers, and the Dons trail by 15. But the Dragons defense ends the Acalanes season. A team of Dragons comes in for the sack as Bishop O'Dowd advances to the semis to face Marin Catholic Saturday. Brennan racking up over 200 yards.
The Oregon Dons getting their talk strategy together before the game against the visiting Westmont Warriors. A strong Dons start. Gabe Campos hands it off to Cameron Grant, who jumps over the dog pile before getting tackled in the end zone. Touchdown Dons. Here's the Dons again. Campos to Davion Cox, who's there for the catch. Oregon now up by 13. It's all Dons. Campos connecting with Paul Lautaimi, who finds an open lane down the middle, and he's in. It's a 20-point lead. Second quarter, the Warriors with a field goal, but the Dons are too mighty. Campos to Lautaimi, who drives at home, 26-3, Oregon in the lead. It doesn't stop there. Campos to Lautaimi again, who slides around the defense and brings it all the way in. It's a 47-yard touchdown and a 34-3 Dons lead. Closing out the first half, it's Campos passing to Cox. Davion making a beeline to the end zone. 41-3 Oregon at the half. Back from the half now, and the game takes a little bit of a turn. All Warriors from here. Cameron Rotler tossing to his brother Troy. It's a touchdown for Westmont. Minutes left in the third now. Cameron Rotler throwing a long one to his brother Troy, who lands in the end zone. 41-17 now. To the fourth quarter we go, and it's Cameron Rotler linking with Aniel Chroma, and it's good for another Westmont touchdown, but the Oregon Dons take this game 41-23. The Dons advancing in the CCS Open 2 division, and will play St. Francis next week. The Sacred Heart Prep boys water polo team is the CCS Open Division champs.
The Gators meeting with 99.7 Now Strawberry to talk about it at the Rikus Center earlier this week.
Hey, we're at the Rikus Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. All right, surrounding me are the guys that spent the last several weeks destroying every school in the pool. Give it up to the Sacred Heart Prep water polo team right here. They're humble. They don't like to brag, but Corey, 7 years in a row, you guys won CCS. What's your record now? 22-4?
Yeah, and I think the big key to our success, is putting a really tough schedule together every year. We play some of the toughest teams in the country early on. We had a couple tournament wins, felt good, and it helped us really push into the playoff and win the Open Division this year.
But with that record, any extra pressure on the team? Like, we can't make this year the year that we lose CCS.
I think it was a lot more confidence than pressure. We felt really good going into the playoffs. Everyone was firing, and we came out and we won.
See, there's pressure, and they rise to the occasion. Chris, talk about the difference this season, because it's Open Division now, so they're throwing even more talent at you guys.
Yeah, so pretty much what happened was they combined D1 and D2 CCS, so the top 8 teams in the area just made the playoffs a lot more competitive than it has been in the past, and it just prepared us more for the Open Division championship game, and we came out and won and played strong.
All right, so a lot of chemistry on this squad. Alex, good insight. What makes this team so special, maybe even so different than everybody else you guys are facing?
I think a couple of things that make our team so special is that we're such a close-knit group of guys. I mean, I've been playing with some of these guys since I was in 7th grade, so we're definitely close inside and out of the pool. I mean, we work hard together, lots of swim sets, you know, countless hours in the weight room. And then, I mean, our coach does a great job with us. I mean, he gets the best out of everyone and like expects hardest work from everyone. So I think that's what sets us above.
Yeah, Coach got 7 CCS titles in a row and first year at NorCal.
Yeah.
Holy cow. So, warning to anybody facing these guys in the pool for the remainder of the season. My name is Strawberry from 99.7 Now. Tune in every night at 7 o'clock. These, one more time, are the Sacred Heart Prep Water Polo Squad.
Gators on 3. 1, 2, 3. Gators!
DG presents the Be Happy play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy play is match point between Sacred Heart Cathedral and Camp Lindo. The score 33-32. Nora Thompson tips it over the net, and Sacred Heart Prep sweeps Campo and advances to the NorCal quarterfinals. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you could be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. It might be this play, but maybe not.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hi, I'm Coach Tim Dempsey. Today's training tip is a core stabilization exercise. She's going to bring her feet up, set her shoulder blades down, her core is engaged. To make this a little bit harder, I'm going to give her a dumbbell, a really light dumbbell in one of her arms. She's going to slowly lower it, about right there. She's still engaged. She's going to take a deep breath in through her nose, out through her mouth. As she's exhaling, she comes back in. She returns to the same side. We can do about 4 on each side. She stays engaged the whole time, and then we can trade the dumbbell to the other side.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a backpack, and an invitation to our end of the season awards banquet right here at Levi Stadium, and it's now set for May 21st.
We'll show you some really good contenders and then award this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
We start with Santa Clara's Eric Ketton, who had a 4-touchdown game, and none was bigger than this one. Eric Ketton going all the way for the Bruins. The Liberty Lions with a big playoff win, and this was a great catch by Zane Hinojosa over the defender for the touchdown. Nate Kelly for Harker School, look closely here as he scrambles, and just before the line of scrimmage, he tosses it ahead to Aaron Smith for the touchdown. Great play there. Cannon Yates, he was a runner-up last week and a runner-up again despite this spectacular catch off the deflection into the air, and he comes down with a great play. But the play of the week goes to William Calmbush for Piedmont. Look closely here as the ball is deflected, comes down between his legs, and he makes the catch. We'll slow it down, and you see the ball deflected. Now watch him trap it between his knees, comes down, doesn't hit the ground. That's a touchdown in the play of the week. That's the play of the week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to join us next week as the 49ers take us behind the scenes with Archbishop Reardon at the High School Video Workshop. We'll see you then.